Hey guys, welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7. Oh boy, this will serve as both a season review and a series review. In fact, this really isn't going to be a review. This is going to be more or less just me talking about my favorite moments and my favorite characters from the show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh boy, we have a lot that I want to talk about, and you know what? Throughout my life, I have seen many great stories. Many great stories. And unfortunately, all good stories must come to an end, and it's always sad to see a show you love go. It's always sad. And this one actually kind of made me cry a little bit at the end of the season. I didn't break down into tears, but I did get close to it. This really hit the heartstrings for me, just because you know these characters so well. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, let's go ahead and first talk about Season 1. Let's just go by each season. Season 1. Oh boy. We got Coulson back. Coulson died at the end of the first Avengers movie. He's back! How was he back? That was the biggest question on our minds at the time. And of course, through Coulson, we met some of our new favorite characters. We met Melinda May. And of course, Fitz and Simmons. Fitz and Simmons are actually my two favorite characters of the show. We met Skye. Skye, yes, at the time her name was Skye. Little did we know her story would turn out to be quite rocky. Let's just go with that. Corny as hell, I know, but let's go with that. And then, of course, we met Ford. Oh boy, does anyone remember Ford? I wish that they, because they kept going into this whole thing with time travel and the multi-universe this season, I kind of wish that we had a multi-universe version of Ford again. Then again, they kind of already gave us that in, I believe it was it season 4 or season 5? I think it was season 5. They kind of already gave us that, so, yeah. I miss the character Ford. I really do. Ford is probably up there as one of the best Marvel villains I know. And I know what you guys are gonna say. That's high praise. I mean, don't forget Loki. Don't forget Thanos. Don't forget the guy who was, of course, against Iron Man in the very first movie. I mean, there's lots and lots of fantastic villains. But I'm serious. None of them, except maybe Thanos and Loki, except for those two, none of the villains come anywhere close to how awesome the character Ford has been, and it's just because of the show itself, you know? We got to really know Ford, we got to really trust Ford, and the fact that he was a double agent the entire time, the fact that he was a double agent the entire time was just nuts, and it kind of broke my heart when I saw that. And then, of course, in Season 2, he just becomes the main villain of Season 2, and that was just a lot of fun. And of course, we have to deal with them in Season 3 and throughout. I believe he died around, I believe it was Season 3 he died. And oh boy, there are so many moments of the show that is incredible. Let's go ahead and talk about Daisy. Oh my god, Daisy! Some of my favorite moments from Daisy was, of course, actually in the beginning. I mean, here she is. She's just a really good hacker, and that's how she hacked herself into, of course, S.H.I.E.L.D. And Coulson sees the potential in her and gives her the job. And she becomes almost this daughter to Coulson as she finds herself, as she discovers her family, something that she's always been interested in knowing. And little did she ever know that her mother was indeed a superpowered freak and her father was a madman. A madman! And the way she got her powers at the cost of so many people's lives. The way she got her powers. That was incredible. And Coulson doing that whole weird thing with the symbols and not knowing what that meant, and Melinda May finding out, and Melinda May helping Coulson, trying to understand what is going on. The fact that Coulson is even alive because of darn alien blood, and that leads them to the whole city where they instantaneously has to find Daisy's mom to find out why her powers are going crazy like that. That whole adventure was just great. But if I'm being honest with myself, Season 1, and I understand why a lot of people don't like Season 1. I really enjoyed Season 1. Season 1 was a lot of fun, and how they take the stories from Season 1 and conjoin them into the relevant stories later on is just impressive and a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun the way they use what came before, like the Medpod thing, the way they use that and that weird liquid energy, the way they came up with the story for that. It's just creativity that I love. But let's go on with the rest of this video. If I go into too much detail, we're going to end up sitting here for an hour, for a couple hours. I don't want to do that to you guys. But, yeah, I really liked the whole thing with Coulson dealing with the weird fact that he had alien blood, and that he has all these false memories, and him discovering what these false memories truly are. And, of course, him standing up to none other than Nick Fury. Nick Fury giving him the bots, giving him basically the keys to the helicarrier, saying, "You're in charge." That was fun. That was fun with the whole storyline. And the way they went with Coulson in Season 4, where he finally has a chance to live a normal life in a computer, but he gets that chance to live a normal life. He gets to live a normal life in that computer, and that was a lot of fun to see. But he has this urge of figuring out why he feels like something's wrong. And he does. It turns out that in the computer world, Hydra took over everything. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Of course, we have to gather up the team. We have to gather up the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and join together and defeat the computer. And Fitz having that evil side to him in the computer. But yes, the computer brought out, but the fact that he's always had that, and the fact that he has to deal with the fact that he's actually kind of a mad genius, is just so much fun in the show that I absolutely enjoy it. My favorite two characters, without a doubt, are Fitz and Simmons. My favorite moments of the show is all about Fitz and Simmons, and they're the greatest love story I've probably ever seen, other than, no, you know what, never mind, they are the greatest love story I've ever seen. You know, Yo-Yo, she's a fun character, but, she really ended up just being a love interest. At least that's what I thought she was going to be. Little did I know how much I would actually care for Yo-Yo. And Season 5 really cemented that when she got her arms cut off. That scared me. Because I never even thought that, because she was such a integrated character, I never thought that she would be hurt that way. So that really surprised me when they cut off her arms. And of course, we can't forget the Ghost Rider! And that deal that the Ghost Rider made with Coulson. And he takes all of that alien stuff out of him. And that's why Coulson eventually dies at the end of Season 5, and he goes off with Melinda May. Season 5, I tell you, Season 4 is really, really good with that whole crazy computer arc. Boy, in Fitz and Simmons, that was fantastic. But Season 5, man, when they get trapped in the future, meet Deke, which is Fitz and Simmons' grandson, and have to find a way to make it back in time to hopefully correct everything that's been going on. With the Chromicons, it's just crazy. And the monoliths, how they all fit together, all three of the monoliths, how they all are important to the story. It's just crazy. And how the monoliths were actually praised by none other than Hydra, and how they incorporated Hydra in the story there was, it was all just a fun, wild ride. My favorite moment, Fitz and Simmons, their wedding day. Their wedding day. That was great. That was great. Season 5. With Fitz dying, that was really hard to see, but I figured, you know what? That was the future Fitz, and we have the real Fitz with the robot guy, Enoch, in space. So they could easily go save him. I thought Season 5 was a great ending because we had Melinda May and we had Coulson finally hooking up together, just as Coulson's death, being with the one she loves for the last time. Coulson ending his life on the beach. I thought that was perfect, a perfect ending. Them flying off to go save Fitz. I thought that was a perfect ending. Season 6 came out. Oh my god. I hate Season 6. I can't stand Season 6. I did not like the fact that they brought Coulson back because he was a robot now. I did not like the fact that they brought Coulson back and was like an evil Coulson, but I would have loved an evil Coulson if it was something to do with the time travel stream with Avengers Endgame. Now, let's just make him some monster body? I don't know. Some sort of monster controls his body in Season... I don't like any part of Season 6. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only good part about Season 6 is Enoch's adventures with Fitz and Simmons. That was fun, but everything else about that, and the whole thing with the Chromicons, I'm gonna be honest, I was not on board. I did not like the way Season 6 played out. Season 6 is my least favorite season of the show, and I hate it. I like it less than Season 1. Again, I don't think Season 1 was that bad. Season 2 was a lot of fun with dealing with Daisy's backstory and her mom and everything. Season 3. Boy, did Season 3 go crazy. And Season 4 with both the Ghost Rider and the video game world, man, that was awesome. But Season 5, the way they brought all of the storylines together, from the Metapod to the monoliths to the mechanical chemicals to it just ended it perfectly. Season 6 kind of ruined it. And because of that, I had no interest in seeing Season 7, but I figured, okay, let's just watch it. I watched half of Season 7, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the beginning of the season with Coulson being brought back, I was not happy with it. But then they start going into details about Coulson dealing with the fact that he's now a computer and can live forever. I liked that. I really, really liked that. And then, of course, Daisy dealing with the fact that her only father figure was gone, but now she has him back, and she really does care for him. I liked that. I really liked that. Now, the whole thing about Mac and Yo-Yo splitting up in Season 6, that was stupid. But them getting back together in Season 7, I'm glad they did that, and I'm glad we didn't pay too much attention to it, because they're perfect together. I am not a shipper, but hey, when the story says it's a good story, I like it too. But Fitz and Simmons, throughout both time and space, dealing with everything they have to deal with. And now at the end of it, separated once more through time and space. Literally time and space. At the end of the show, we get to find out what they truly were protecting. They truly were protecting the future, as well as the most important thing to them on the planet. Their child. The daughter, and of course the mother of Deke. That was fantastic. That was a twist that I didn't see coming. I didn't see the little girl coming. But boy, it actually made me cry when I saw her. It made me cry when I saw her. Because that was great. That was great. And then the team splits up afterwards. Daisy goes in space. Fitz and Simmons have their happy ending. Melinda May now becomes a teacher at Coulson Academy for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's great. Oh, Mac and, of course, Yo-Yo start working together, and Mac is on the helicarrier. Great. Again, Daisy is in space with her sister and her boyfriend. That's great. But Fitz and Simmons were probably the best part of the show for me, and the best storyline. Alright. Of course, it all ended with the way it began. Coulson driving away in his awesome red car. It all ended with Coulson. And I like it. I like it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your favorite moments from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I would go more in depth and talk about it more, but I don't want to make this video a million minutes long. It's already 18 minutes long, and I can't make it shorter. Thank you guys for watching. I am out. Bye.